applies on so thinly. And these came out way before Innisfree started making decent makeup products. No offense, Innisfree, but these glide on like ice skaters, guys. Hey guys, it's Sue here. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, guys, I have missed you guys. It feels like it's been eons since I filmed. But anyways, today I am going to indeed film a best of Espoir. However, I decided to change the format a bit because in the last best of brand video, someone wrote in the comments that they would really like to see me kind of do my makeup with all the best of products and see them more in action. For today, I just decided to sit down and do my makeup with the best of Espoir products, just as how I would do a get ready with me and explain to you as I'm doing the makeup. So definitely let me know what you guys think at the end of the video, if you like the old format or you like this new one, or maybe I can switch it up from time to time. Also, I would like to do one more update. You can definitely like skip ahead if you guys don't really care about my update. But anyways, as you can see, my hair grew. Yes, I took all those vitamins, those gummy bears on the Instagram that everyone seems to rave about. Kidding guys, I got hair extensions. Like Ariana Grande said, I literally bought my hair. So if you guys are interested in how I did my whole hair process from, dyeing to getting the hair extensions, make sure to stick till the end of this video. I'm just gonna insert like a couple of clips so you can see how it went down. But anyways, that was a long ass intro. Let's get started with this video. So first, a couple of my favorite products from Espoir are these bases. I have the Espoir Skin Glow Water and also the Espoir Skin Smoothing Glowerizer. I absolutely love applying these on my cheek areas. So I'm actually going to apply one on each cheek so you can check it out. So first, the Espoir Skin Glow Water. This is basically an oil product. It's a very fluidy, oily product and it seeps right in. Compared to how thick it may seem, it actually doesn't leave that much of a heavy residue and it just seems to soak right up. So that's why I really like using this. Notice that for both products, I don't apply it on my T-zone where it's sweaty and oily. I just like to keep them on my cheeks because it's so much more drier and dehydrated. Very lovely. Then we're going to move on to the Espoir Skin Smoothing Glowerizer, and this is obviously a mini version, and I think this is another great thing about Espoir. They have these like mini versions. I think this idea is great because you can take it with you when you're traveling, or maybe you want to test a product out and you don't want to really commit to it. They are cheaper. So I really love the fact that they have these mini versions. So I'm going to apply this on. When you pump it out, all these balls like mix in together. And I will say this is also very similar to the Mamonde one. I guess it's so similar that I'm having a hard time trying to find the difference. But I think the Mamonde one is a slight tad bit more liquidy. And this one is a little bit more concentrated. But they're very, very similar. So I really like them both. So once you spread it out, all that little ball, they melt and blend in really nicely. This one is, like I said, an oil product, so if you have drier skin, I highly recommend this. And then if you have somewhat of a combination dry skin, I recommend this. This is very, very similar to the Mamonde one, so if you guys like the Mamonde one, then you'll also like this. But then again, they're like so similar that I don't think you need to get this if you have the Mamonde one. Oh, and before I move on, I just want to add that the reason why I use base products like this is because they help the foundation sit on so much more nicely on top of my skin, especially just because my cheek areas are really dry now. Sometimes the foundation won't sit or settle as nicely as they usually would, or they would look really dry, really thick on top. But if I use base product like this, it really does help with all that problem. Another favorite of mine from Espoir that I highly recommend is this Espoir Taping Concealer Cover Up in Neutral Green. So it's this very sleek packaged concealer and it's a pot hard type. And you can see the color is beige neutral green. And this doesn't have, I guess, the best coverage, but what I really, really like about this concealer is that it applies on so thinly. It really, really does go on like a tape, like its name. So if you are someone who doesn't like anything too thick, too stuffy, this may be your best friend. As you can see, this isn't like, I guess, the creamiest. When you go in with a brush, you can feel that it's a bit more drier, the formula itself. Guys, I'm sweating already. Oh my gosh, it's only April and I am so hot right now. This is a problem. Oh my gosh, so many breakouts on my chin, so I'm gonna cover this up with this. So you can see that it does actually a pretty decent job in covering up the redness, right? So I'm gonna try cover these two babies up. Like so. Like so. Right? It doesn't give you like a really full-ass coverage, but considering how thin the formula is, I think it does a superb job covering up the redness around my nose as well. Like this. Voila! Another best Espoir product is, of course, the Espoir Pro Tailor Foundation Biglou Foundation. I think this foundation is really, really handy. It's the foundation that I've been going in lately nowadays when I just don't want to think about it, but I still need my skin to look good and I need to go out to an event or something. Now, I will say, and I'm just reminded because the weather's super hot now, this isn't the most ideal foundation for me in the hot, humid weather. But I really did enjoy this during the winter, the spring, the seasons where it's a little bit more chillier. And it just gave me the right amount of glow. It gave me a really decent amount of coverage. And I think I mentioned this before, but when my skin was a bit more oilier, like even my cheek areas, I really enjoyed the bee silk. I think before, when my skin was oilier, this just melted right away under all the sebum, the sweat that my face naturally produced. But now my face definitely does enjoy this foundation way more than the Bee Silk one. So that was an interesting observation that I made with the change of my skin type. It is a very liquid foam of foundation. And I think the best part, or the thing that I love most about this foundation, is that it really does give you that nice glow finish, but it's not overwhelming, and it just makes your skin look really nice and healthy. I guess it's like a foundation that's really safe to reach out for. And for me, it just gives me a decent amount of coverage. Like for me, I'm satisfied with this much. And even though it seems fluidy at first, it does fixate itself and kind of harden itself on the skin. So you can see it does have a good fixing power. So I think if you have combination dry skin, you will really enjoy this as well. So I just powdered my face and we're gonna move on to the eyes. And one of my absolute favorite products are these cotton eyeshadows. And they legit feel like cotton. These are super soft, super smooth, and even when you press into the eyeshadow, it kind of leaves a tiny dent. So it's very cushiony. And when you apply these eyeshadows, it gives you that watercolor effect, very faded, very nicely blended. So I have these two shades here. These are pretty old. If you have been with me from like day one, you guys probably recognize this, and I should probably throw these away. Even though these are more pricier, these cost 10,000 won. I feel like these are legit worth it just because they really dedicated a lot of effort in making sure that the quality was right the first time. And these came out way before Innisfree started making decent makeup products. No offense, Innisfree. My favorite shades are Giddy Up and Stay Bare. I saw that they still sell Giddy Up in the store, so you can still get this, which is like a faded muted pink. If you're into nude colors, you will absolutely love this. How gorgeous is that? It's like a nude apricot color. And then Stay Bare, I'm not sure if they still sell this. I hope they do. This is another gorgeous muted color, muted brown beige, even with a hint of purple in it. I first like to put this all over my lids as a base color. Right, so you can see that given its color and the type of formula, it's not like a right in your face pigment. It's a very subtle watercolor effect, and I think it suits the color. I feel like if this color had a very strong pigment, it wouldn't be as ideal, I guess. Like this. Voila, can you see how gorgeous that is? Eye goop. And then I'm going to give a bit more color with this shade. I'm gonna apply this at the center to give a bit more pop of color. Alrighty guys, I just filled in my eyebrows. I drew them a little thicker than usual. But anyways, another set of amazing products from this brand Espoir that I adore are these blushes. These are liquid blushers and these are called the Blush Glow. And these are a bit more different than your regular liquid blushes because first of all, their formula is a bit more thicker. It has a bit of more of that viscosity. So let me show you guys. With other road shops, it's a lot more runnier. But this one is more of a creamy consistency. And because of this formula, it does give you a better payoff. And also, these have little specks of glitter in it. So they look absolutely spiffingly gorgeous when you apply them on your cheeks. And what I usually like to do is mix these colors. I love mixing the apricot color, this color right here, with this Love Peach color. Just because I feel like the apricot is a bit too warm and then the peach one is a bit too cool toned for me. As it is with these liquid blushers, they're so easy to use. You don't have to worry about making yourself look like a clown because they blend out super easy and nothing is too fuerte. Nothing is too strong or right up in your face. So super pretty, right? I do wish that they did come out with more variety of shades just because I really do like them. Also, another downside of these blushers, even though I love them, is that product keeps on hardening. Like the product keeps on blocking the entrance and it kind of hardens itself when it comes in contact with oxygen, with air. But other than that, it is a gorgeous blusher. Last but definitely not least, I have lip products. They have amazing set of lip products. And I have tried most of the lip products and these two stood out the most to me. So first, I want to show you guys their recent, this is one of the recent releases. This is their Espoir Lip Up Pencil. And these are just like lippy sticks, but these glide on like ice skaters, guys. These glide on so smoothly on your lips. It's really easy to work with, I think. So I'm going to apply the color Enjoy. And like so, it blends out really well. Super lightweight. The finish is velvety. So I think a lot of you guys will really like this if you're into lipsticks. Nothing transfers. And it really feels like you don't have anything on, like literally. Now the other set of lip products are the Espoir No Wear Power Matte, and these are super popular, and there's a good reason why these are super popular. The formula is very thin. It is a bit on the drying side, but not in an uncomfortable way. It's just a very thin matte lipstick. And what I really love about these is that they are super convenient in the sense that they don't require as much touch-up as other lipstick do. These actually have a really pretty good longevity once you apply them on. These stay on, like even if you're eating or something, or like at the end of the day, these have your back. And also they have a beautiful selection of colors, and it's not just like 10 different shades of red. No, they have great muted colors. They have great nudie colors like this. Modest is an all-time favorite. So I'm just gonna apply this on top. Unlike the lippy stick, this doesn't really glide on. It does kind of pull because it's so matte, but it goes on super thinly. This is a great color, by the way. Great daily color that you can just put on, throw on with any kind of makeup look, any kind of attire, especially in the spring. This has been my go-to lip product nowadays. Voila, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this new format and found it more helpful. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. Don't forget that I will be including a little vlog of my hair, how I did my hair at the end of this video. So if you guys are interested in all the hair extensions and all that jazz, make sure to stick around till the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao! 머리가 지금 엉망이에요, 엉망. 이거 보세요. 이게 뭡니까? 인사하시네요. 오늘은 소유쌤 대신에 너무 훈남이신.
최대한 열심히 해드릴게요.
네, 오늘 머리 자르고 염색해 주신대요. 좀 더 제 기억으로는 좀
어두웠어요?
네.
그러면은 6일 거예요.
네, 6.
Tell me why I'm down, yeah. No friends of mine, no friends of
실장님께서 엄청 섬세하게 만져주셔가지고 살짝 감동받았어요. 제가 여튼 내일 붙임머리를 해서 이걸 어떻게 해야 되나 고민하다가 실장님이랑 상담을 했는데 아무래도 염색을 하는 게 가장 자연스럽게 될 것 같다고 하셔가지고 제가 원래 염색할 생각은 없었거든요. 너무 손상이 돼가지고 또 염색을 하면은 더 손상될까봐. 근데 실장님 말 이 정도면 괜찮은 거라고, 이 정도면 손상 안 된 거라고 하시더라고요. 그래서 거기에 살짝 놀라긴 했는데 그냥 염색이랑 트리트먼트, 오락한 트리트먼트만 해주셔서 내일 아마 붙임머리 받을 때 좀 더 수월하게 할 수 있을 것 같아요. 모르겠다. 뭐란 건지 모르겠어요. 기분이 너무 좋아요. 여러분, 헤어는 어디다? 살롱 하츠에서 하시면 됩니다. 기분 너무 좋아. 역시 여러분, 사람은 머리 관리를 해줘야 돼요. 저처럼 몇 개월 동안 좀 취하면 안 됩니다. 이렇게 살롱 하츠에 가서 되게 섬세하고 되게 스윗하신 쌤들한테 머리 손질 받으세요. On the ball like BB, don't make no mistakes. Got the faith, the 18 just not gonna be the same. Finna beat down generations, not gonna be in vain. Too young, why you gotta go?